Looks like YouTube is changing their monetization practices. Today we'll be taking a look at that by watching this video, and I'll be having some thoughts about this. So let's take a look at this video.
In November, YouTube is updating monetization. Monetization on long form videos will be different. Monetization on live streams will also be different. And
So
how
so
much
right
money you
so right now, before all the changes, you're able to choose what type of video ads you have on your channel. Now they're gonna change it.
make from your videos, yeah, that's going to be different too. What are these changes exactly? Well, let's talk about long form videos first. So right now, if you go to
So long form videos is what we do, especially for like VR chat. This is gonna be interesting.
turn on monetization on a long form video, you have control over which ad formats show, from pre-roll, post-roll, skippable, and non-skippable ads.
So the the ads that you have been seeing for VR chat are the skippable video ads. So that's what I do.
But starting November, YouTube is removing these individual controls. Instead, when creators choose to turn on monetization, their viewers may see any of these ad formats that YouTube deems most appropriate. Pretty much, you won't be able to decide which type of ads show.
So with in November they're going to do it at random. So you have a chance, a one of six chance of getting one of these particular ads. So for example, you might get a bumper ad, you might get a skippable video ad, or you might get a sponsored card, like the ones you see on the video screen. I can choose what we have in November 2023 when we get there for VR chat, or any videos I do in the future.
So if you wanted to avoid non-skippable ads, for example, you won't have that option anymore. Same with pre-roll, post-roll, and skippable ads. And I'm sure you're asking why. Well, to start, this should make monetizing your videos a lot easier. No more trying to figure out which ad formats to turn on or off or where to place them. Instead, you just toggle it all on or all off with the click of a button. YouTube will handle
So basically, they're making it more easier for the person to make the ads possible instead of you putting them in your choosing. Let YouTube decide for you, and that's coming up in November 2023.
it all for you in a very intelligent way. YouTube will use the information they have on each viewer to decide which ad format is most appropriate. This is kind of cool. So, if a specific ad type is likely to push a viewer away, YouTube won't show it. But if the ad is likely not to bother that specific viewer, YouTube will show it. It's all based on
So they're basing this off an algorithm based on your viewer retention and viewer behavior, basically. So if you like those skippable ads, you're gonna show skippable ads. If you do not like those skippable ads, but you like something else, they're gonna show that ad type. So there's a chance you're gonna get one of the other.
internal data that YouTube has on the ad tolerance level of each individual viewer. Plus, this should make you more money. According to YouTube's data, creators who had non skippable ads enabled, in combination with other ad formats, saw an average of over 5% greater YouTube
So that 5% is based on if you have non-skippable ads and another ad type.
ad revenue at the cost of less than a 1% decrease in watch time.
Okay, so this is where it gets a little more tricky though, because of watch time. Are you willing to take 5% more money if you are okay with trading off a less than 1% decrease in watch time? 1% is not bad. 1% is not much. But are you willing to do that just for more money?
Compared to creators who did not. In that same experiment, creators who had pre-roll ads enabled in combination with other ad formats saw an average of over
Okay, this one pre-roll is a little bit more interesting than you're thinking. Because yes, you're gonna get 15% more not avenue, revenue from YouTube because of the pre-roll ad, but if you look at it, you have the cost on
For
watch time.
15% greater YouTube ad revenue, only at the cost of less than a 5% decrease in watch time.
Okay, so 5% decrease in watch time is not bad. Here's where it gets a little dicey though. If this is on YouTube, but there's a there's a caveat. YouTube for monetization requires you to have 4,000 hours of watch time in a combination of like 1,000 subscribers, well 500 now because of the new tier, and I believe a lot of videos in a few days. But on Twitch, if you do the same concept, you're actually losing out on 30% of viewers. That there's a case where a pre-roll ad will force 30% off of your stream. And I want to remind you that pre-roll ads are not skippable when it comes to Twitch. When it comes to YouTube, however, they are skippable in some cases, and that's okay. But if you're doing this on Twitch, that's why a lot of people wanted to move out of Twitch, is because of their wanted to change their contracts on Twitch because their revenue is being 50-50. And remember, that's 50% on everything. That includes advertisements. And remember, on Twitch, you're not allowed to skip ads on Twitch, and especially on the pre-roll.
Compared to creators who did not. So, this first update means that you no longer need to decide which ad formats to enable. YouTube will decide on a viewer by viewer basis, and your revenue should increase, while your watch time pretty much stays the same.
Okay, so that's okay. If it's watch time, that's fine. Especially if you're in the partner program already, you're good.
Now, what about live streams? Before we get
Here's
into
where
that,
we
I have
go
a
with the
quick
second one.
favor to ask you. Around 68% of our viewers are not subscribed. My goal is to get that number down to 50%. If you like our content, please hit the subscribe button. It helps more than you know. And the bigger the channel gets, the bigger the videos get. Thank you so much. All right, now back to the video. YouTube is introducing new options for live stream ads. When
Here
this
we
update
go.
rolls out, creators will have the opportunity.
So this is where it gets interesting. Mid-roll ads. So live streams will get ads now. So recently I've been trying this out with non-skippable ads, and I think they're working. You guys are still watching, and I like that. Here's where it gets interesting though. Mid-roll ads are going to be the hardest one because you have to decide when a mid-roll ad occurs. And I'm talking about from YouTube, not the ones that live streamers use for their own benefit. We're talking about YouTube specific ones, not the ones like come use this code to buy, let's say, 500 silver and like raid Shadow Legends. No, we're talking about the ones that you normally see on YouTube. And in this one, we have like every 10 minutes, every 16 minutes, every 18 minutes, all that. But the question is, can you time it correctly? That's the thing. And we do VR chat. We usually do VR chat on Thursdays and Fridays for this season. Okay? So, yeah.
Opportunity to select the frequency of mid-roll ads in intervals of 6, 12, 18, 24, or 30 minutes. Or you can choose to have YouTube display them when they feel is best. And if you decide to let YouTube decide for you, you can fine-tune things by selecting from conservative, balanced, or aggressive ad.
If I'm gonna do this, I would say conservative. I'm not. I'm more about entertaining you guys rather than just the money. I'll go conservative on this one. But remember, I if that's only if I choose to let YouTube decide for me. But at the same time, we do not know when they're gonna do it. Because remember, if if we do VR chat content, normally we are moving, 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 and we don't stay in one place. The only time we stay in one place in terms of staying stagnant is literally at the end.
frequencies. And while streaming, you'll see a 60-second countdown before the ad plays, and have the option to skip it or delay it if you wish. And let's pretend that you're live and you need to step away for a moment, maybe to grab a drink or address a technical issue. You can now use the Insert Ads button to manually insert a mid-roll anytime you want.
Okay, I like this idea. I like this. The fact that they're giving you an option to insert ads if there is going to be a break. For example, let's just say, for example, in a VR chat, I need to get some water, as in not here, but let's just say I ran out of water in my flask. I need to get water. I can insert ads by pressing the button. Now I'm not gonna do this every time. I'm just only gonna do this when I need to, when in terms of like water or if I need some lunch, food, or anything like that. So that is okay.
These are big updates. Overall, I like these changes because they make you and YouTube more money. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Before you go, please like, subscribe, and if you're new, click this link to test out our free browser extension that.
Okay, that's it for that one. Let me close out with my final thoughts. I do apologize for the Nintendo background. I did a Nintendo Switch story today, but yeah, um, so that to me is not bad. Okay, but if this was on Twitch, let's just say the exact same system that is explained here, you're losing about 30% of your viewers in the first 30 seconds if you have a pre-roll ad on Twitch. On YouTube, it's different because some of them are skippable ads. Okay, but remember, in November, I don't have that option anymore. As in, like to put skippable ads in a video. So I don't have control. The only thing I have control of is if I want to put an ad or not on the video during the video. Like I mentioned earlier, if I need to take a break, I'll insert ads like that. Or I'll put the option to insert ads if I need to. Okay, so that you guys can stay tuned for what's next. Now, am I gonna do it every time? No. If I only need water to grab, get a water to grab, I'll just grab a water, put some ads in, and that's it. I'm not gonna do this for everything. If I need to grab my folder for, like, let's say that we're gonna do a randomizer, my folder is just literally left to my left. And anytime I need to do, like, I'm gonna take some notes so that we can do some, let's just say a game with paper. My paper's right here. I don't need to take an ad break. So the fact that YouTube is allowing you to control that is good. On Twitch, if you did this on Twitch, I would have said that if they do this on Twitch, that would be nice, where you could skip ads. But of course, it's Twitch, and they don't like that. They don't want you to skip ads. That's it for today. That is the story for today. Let me know what you guys think of the new YouTube monetization, and I think I'm gonna try it out in November. I'm gonna see what we have though. Let's So make sure you guys stay tuned for more. See you guys in our next one.